This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening. I'm Sabrina Brown. Thank you for joining us. Topping the news tonight, as the rebuilding efforts continue on Grand Bahama, there is good news as the island welcomed its first international flight to the fixed-based operators at the Grand Bahama International Airport since the passing of Hurricane Dorian. Representatives from various government agencies assembling on the tarmac to welcome the inbound Bahamas Air Boeing 737 jet. Newly appointed General Manager of Tourism on Grand Bahama, Stephen Johnson, calling the event a major one for the island.
When that plane touched down, tears came to my eyes. It's just sports tourism is going to be big here on Grand Bahama, and this is the first flight since the passage of Dorian, and it's an historic flight. And what a better flight than the national flag carrier Bahamas Air. We're so excited to have this team here. We hope that this event is going to motivate other people to come in to see that Grand Bahama is open for business, and we welcome everybody here to Grand Bahama Island.
The flight departed Tri-Cities Regional Airport in Tennessee, bringing some 138 passengers, all of whom are on island for the 21st Annual Tabernacle Falcons Thanksgiving Basketball Classic, coordinated by Norris Spain.
I'd spoken with the president of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, and he assured me, Norris, everything's going to be all right. We're going to have some people, we're going to get this airport ready so that we can have some people here for this event. And then it would be remiss of me if not thanking Michael Pintard, the Member of Parliament for Marco City, and also Minister of Agriculture, for working with me and making the right connections with Bahamas here, the Minister of Tourism. These gentlemen were in our corner the whole time, fighting with us, realized that what we were doing was bigger than politics. And, there's a season for that, but this certainly was in the season as it relates to our people.
On this Thanksgiving Day, a local private institution is giving thanks as they celebrate top scholars for their academic achievements. Grace Christian Academy held its annual awards ceremony, where the students were given words of encouragement by the Minister of State for Grand Bahama. Jamila Misek reports.
It was a day of praise and thanksgiving as students at Grace Christian Academy celebrated their annual awards recognition ceremony. Minister of State for Grand Bahama, Senator the Honorable Kwesi Thompson, gave the keynote address, noting that there is so much to be thankful for.
Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I see the sun, and I just give God thanks that we see the sun. Sometimes I see the blue sky and I give God thanks for the blue sky. Just for the nice cool breeze, I give him thanks for the nice cool breeze. Because how many of you know what we went through? We were praying for a little blue sky. We were praying just to see the sun rise one more time. So we have a lot to give God thanks for.
Minister Thompson, referencing the story of David defeating Goliath, encouraged the youngsters to do their best no matter the circumstances.
Life is not always easy. Sometimes we have to go through difficult, hard stuff. Sometimes that test that you have to go through is a hard test. Sometimes spelling those spelling words every Friday is a hard thing to do. But how many of you know that just because it's hard does not mean that you can't do it? You can do, and I want you all to finish this one for me. You can do all things through who? Christ. You can do all things through who? Christ. You can do all things through Christ. Thank you very much.
He noted that the Bahamas is one of the best countries in the world and called on the students to strive to be the best at what they do.
You can achieve any goal that you set your mind to, and if you put it in the hands of God to achieve. Why do I say that? I don't want you young people to just be the best in Grand Bahama. I don't want you to strive to be the best in the Bahamas. But I want you to strive to be the best in the world at what you want to do.
The students were awarded with trophies, pins, and certificates in the various subject areas. Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
The Member of Parliament for Marcos City and Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources, the Honorable Michael Pintard, saying thank you to a group of precious pearls on this Thanksgiving Day. Minister Pintard hosting the 4th annual Marcos City Seniors Luncheon at the Castaways Resort.
It's important to say thank you to those persons on whose shoulders we stand, who've been here for this country for many decades. And the truth is, all of us who have achieved any measure of success, we have done so on the shoulders of these men and women who are here today, who have been the backbone of each of the institutions in this country. And so Marcos City, for the last 4 years, have been saying thank you and will continue to do so.
Minister Pintard giving details of programs on the drawing board to assist senior citizens in Marcos City.
We are putting in place transportation that will assist those senior residents, our more experienced residents who need transportation to go to NIB, to food store, to the hospital, wherever. We want to be there for them. And so we're going to provide a hotline number that they're able to call, and we'll provide transportation. We also have made a commitment. We're going to assist each of them in the restoration of their house, doing our part in conjunction with government, private sector, NGOs in helping to restore the homes that's very dear to them.
In other news, a special empowerment conference held for women on Grand Bahama at the BUT Hall this week. Coordinator Prophetess Jasmine Darius says Lioness Arise 2019 was a gathering for women to be spiritually uplifted during these trying times and in light of the devastation from Hurricane Dorian.
We have prepared a place for activation, a place for impartation, a place for spiritual upliftment. We understand that the woman is the backbone of the family. She is the pillar of society. She's the bedrock of the nation. And so we want to spend some time today. All day we have just tailor-made this day, these services for the upliftment and for the advancement of women.
Darius says she wants to encourage women to continue to stand, be fearless and courageous even in the face of adversity, adding that the purpose and goal of the Women's Conference was for women to understand their identity.
That our identity is in Christ Jesus. And because He is, so can we be. And despite of what we have been through, despite of our situations, our tribulation and circumstance, we can arise, we can mount up, and we can become successful, we can continue to be strong, and we can forge ahead even in the face of adversity.
Well, stay with us. There's more news after this.